So yesterday, Jim called me, and he gave me a tally. He told me that since they began creating an inventory, they've spoken to 9 institutions in 3 countries. And out of this, they've discovered 4,875 Kenyan objects. At the beginning, I thought that is just a number, and then I sat with the number a little more. And they tell me more and more inventories are being shared with the project. But for a minute, I want to also invite you to stay with me on this number, 4,875 Kenyan objects, collected, robbed, stolen, bought, swindled, whatever word could represent the exodus of these projects, these objects into exile. And then let's not devour them as just objects, because we know, or at least we imagine, that a couple hundred years back, these were people who were using their shisha bongs, they were using their knives, and to extract them, you had to interact with them, and some of these were not extracted kindly. And I'm also trying to imagine what happens to a village that is missing 4,875 objects. Or let's talk about 5 villages or 10 villages missing 4,875 objects. And I bring it to my life right now. And because my life right now is in the 21st century, and some of the objects that were being used by my predecessor have been collapsed into a simpler object, a more efficient object. So imagine in your life right now that we want to remove, say, 50 objects, not 4,875 objects. Choose any. Let's remove a spoon. Let's remove a knife. Let's remove a key. Let's remove a door handle. Let's remove your specs. Let's remove your laces. Let's remove your stool. Let's remove... I need 50 things. Start to remove 50 things from your life right now. In your immediate surrounding, the objects you used to take your children's food, the objects you used to prepare your nourishment for your prayers, 4,875 fucking objects. What does that do to a people? And if they were taken in a way that harmed the people that had the intellect or the knowledge or the science to create them, if they harmed the people who created 4,875 objects, what happens after 20 years to those people? What happens after 50 years? What happens after 100 years? We become us. We are the people whose 4,875 objects were taken away from. This is us. We don't know them.